Hi guys, and welcome to the channel. Yes, it's done. So over 3 days, I've pretty much painted the whole 110. As you saw in a previous episode, I did the wing tops and the bonnet. And then this weekend, I came in and did the whole rest of the vehicle. On a Monday, Tuesday, I spent the day with a little bit of help putting everything back together again. And here she sits. Now, we're gonna go into the whole finished thing in the next episode, but sit back and enjoy a bit of time lapse, a bit of detail on painting, just to see just how easy it really is to get your Defender, your 110, your 90 looking this good. That was a much better hit, and I think the 15% rather than 20%. 20% was just a little bit too wet. So the 15's gone on, 15% thinners, the rest of its product, it's gone on brilliantly. It was a little bit light in that area because I'd gone down almost to the primer, so there wasn't a beige sort of limestone undercoat. Little tiny bit heavy on here. It might have been where I haven't done the nibs enough, but it is starting to gather just ever so slightly. So that's probably the heaviest area, but the rest of it, really nice. It's still a little bit light in this trough here, but the back looks great. I don't think I've missed anywhere, and I haven't got any runs, so whether we hit it again or not, I'm not sure. So I did the tailgate as well, that's come up nicely, so I'm going to give it 20 minutes now. So that's the amount you're supposed to let it between coats, as we've talked about before. I'm going to do one more coat. I'm not sure how much paint I've got left. I've probably got about 300 millilitres. So I'm going to just blend that with the thinners, just use what I've got. And then that would have been a whole 2.5 litre tin. So I always find this last stage really nerve-wracking because I'm really happy with how this coat has gone on. I know it needs a third coat, but I'm almost tempted to not do it because I don't want to ruin it. Fingers crossed I'm not going to ruin it, but do you know what I mean? You always get this sort of like really weird trepidation about doing another coat on there because it might go horribly wrong when you've done such a nice job. But I think we do have to commit, so we're going to let it just go off a little bit more, starting to dry in areas, and I'm just going to be super light with it because I shouldn't have to be covering any particular areas. I should just be going over it as a matter of course and just checking it all gets a nice even flow. So I'm going to stand back a little bit more and give it more of a dusting rather than a wet coat, and then hopefully that'll give it a nice even texture. Okay, so that is the third coat on, and do you know what? I cannot tell you how impressed I am with this little Sealey gun. So this is on sale at the moment for under 110 quid. So that's 110 pounds, including VAT. So you can get this whole kit, like the blower, the gun, everything for 110 quid, and you can easily do a nice job like this on your Land Rover or any vehicle really. So as long as you've got this enamel paint, because it just self-levels and stretches out and goes nice and smooth, you can get a really good finish. I'm really tempted now to try and do a vehicle in the gloss, because I do think this would do the job. That is going to cure overnight. We're going to come back tomorrow, which is Monday, and then get everything stripped off. Now, I nearly thought about taking off that plastic sheeting. I did a little bit at the front, but the paint, the overspray, just flaking off. So if you do that, it's just going to stick to all your paint. So whatever you do, if you're going to be using some plastic sheeting like that and you've got that enamel on there, don't take it off until the whole thing is dry, because it will stick to your paintwork, so that's bad. Tailgate's come out really nicely, so I've done 3 coats on that as well. And it's interesting because obviously I painted that with the aerosol first, and the paint on the paint gun's gone on afterwards and it's not reacted, so that's really good sign that any touch-up work I need to do on this, if there should be any, I can just do with an aerosol. So that's just a win-win, and that is something I'm going to do just to show you guys, you know, the maintenance of a matte finished vehicle, because it's not that easy. So we're going to do another video another day about sort of maintaining and living with a matte Land Rover, if you like. But it's easy and you can touch up. That's the best thing about it. If you're out and about and using the vehicle like it should be used, you're going to get some little scratches on it, and you can just touch up super easy. So we'll be covering that in a future episode. Now I've done, the primer has gone on the windscreen frame. I'm going to have to finish that off on Monday. I'm just waiting for it to cure so I can flip it and do the other side. And then I'm going to hit that with the aerosol on Monday, and then we can start getting it all put back together again. So yeah, really looking forward to it. So thanks very much for watching. That's going to be it for today. I promise this will be the last painting video for some time. So thank you for sticking with me. But I really hope this has given you the confidence to do a really nice paint job on your Land Rover very inexpensively. So do give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Do make sure you subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next one.